Hello, welcome to another edition of, man, I hope this is good, Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I'll be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 44, some more select fights, because as you know, my order is way messed up. So, let's start. Be sure to check out the videos I did on Sunday and last night. As many of you already know, I am in isolation because of my positive COVID test. So that's why I'm doing things with the mobile whiteboard and so on and so forth. Check out the video yesterday. It'll fill everything in. I don't want to have to go through it every time I do this because I'll be in here for another, I don't know, 7 days or something. Okay, so we're going to start out with actually the first fight on the curtain jerker of the entire card. But I'm going to buy an old order, so we're going to take care of the bantamweight showdown between the Last Samurai, Luis Smolka, and Vendetta, Vince Morales. Okay, let's talk about these guys a little bit. Luis Smolka, he has a record of 17-7. He's minus 145 favorite. I'm not sure if these odds are up to date. I wrote them when I wrote the paper, so that was a while ago. They're from Bet Online though, and I imagine if they moved, I should have checked before I did the filming, but you know, I don't feel very well today, so I'm just gonna wing it. If the line moved, so be it. These are the lines, what they were then, okay? Vince Morales, the underdog, plus 125. He has a record of 10-5. These guys are very close in age. Smolka is 30. Morales is 31. I don't know if that has any bearing, which it shouldn't because same age, okay? As for height and reach, Luis Smolka has a slight height advantage at 2 inches and a half a reach advantage, which is nothing. It's actually nothing. So, let's, the over-under, 2.5 rounds. Over is minus 150. That's where the book thinks it's going to probably go the distance. Under, catch a little bit of money at plus 120. So, now, let's talk about the favorite in Luis Smolka. The Last Samurai. He's coming off a win against Jose Alberto Quinones, ground and pound, round 2. He's 3-2 in his last 5. Not that great, but not that bad. I would say Smolka's average fighter, you know, middling. He's had some good fights, he's had some bad fights. He fights out of Team Oyama. Other people from Team Oyama, they got some surprisingly, they got some pretty good fighters out of there. Said Kakramanov, he's getting ready to fight Brian Boom Kelleher in January. Brent Primus, you know, a Bellator star. Marlon Cheeto Vera. Anderson Dos Santos and Alex Perez. Also, Alex Perez, he's fighting like the event after this. He's fighting Matt Schnell, I believe. Okay, now let's talk about his opponent, Vince Morales, Vendetta. Vince Morales is 10-5. He's a plus 125 underdog. He's coming off a win though against the great Dracolini Rodriguez. He's 2-3 in his last 5. That's a little bit worse than Luis Smolka. He used to fight out of a place called American Free Fight in Oregon, but he has since moved to Syndicate MMA over in Vegas. Many of you guys are familiar with that. Okay, let's get right down to business and see what these cappers have to say for Luis Smolka and Vince Morales. Okay, taking Luis Smolka, the favorite, we've got Tiger Bomb. Jose is still out on sabbatical, so it's just Johnny doing it. All these links will be in the description. But Johnny is thinking Smoka should get a decision victory. Pretty safe to call, safe to say. Then we've got one of the best interviewers in the business, James Lynch. I didn't even have to say his name. As soon as I said best interviewer, you guys knew it was either going to be James Lynch or man, why do I... John Cole-Kyun? Or what's his name? Yeah, whatever. You know, James Lynch's other buddy. They do, they have a show together too that comes out before anybody else's, way back. They do very early previews. James Lynch also taken Smoka by decision. Okay. We have my favorite complainer, Bout Better. Bout Better said he was gonna quit YouTube, but then he changed his mind. He's back on it. Anyway, Bout Better, I told you I'd use you. There you are. He's taking Smoka. And we've got a new guy, which I like a lot. He's very fresh, very new. I think he just started. I want to say this is his first card he's covered. I could be wrong. I didn't go into his archives, but I think it is. His name is MMA Asphalt. And he had his stuff out early, which I totally like that. All these links will be in the description, like I said. And MMA Asphalt also saying by decision for Luis Smoka, okay? And we do have, it's not a full capper consensus though, because we do have a contrarian picker. We have Leighton from UFC, Gambling Addicts. I know Leighton is a big veteran in the prediction game. He's fantastic capper. He's saying Vince Morales Vendetta should get the decision here for UFC Gambling Addicts. And there you have that. Luis Smoka, Vince Morales. Okay, what's my pick? I'm going to go with The Last Samurai. I'm going to go with the majority of the cappers. I mean, it could go either way. I really didn't put a lot of research into this. I'm just going to go with the capper majority. I think Smoka is more well-rounded, and I'm going by recency bias. He's just been better. Who's, well, Draco Rodriguez and Jose Alberto Quinones. But I don't know. I'm going with The Last Samurai. I think he's more well-rounded. I think he's going to get it done via decision. Check out Bout Better. He does side-by-side stats analysis during... See, Bout Better, I am plugging your stuff. I'm plugging it, okay? I'm trying to give you more looks, help your algorithm, because you do fulfill my... You fill my comments. You're one of the first commenters, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to do the same for you, okay? So anyway, Bout Better, he does a side-by-side stat comparison in his show. The link will be in the description. And he is saying, or I am going with Smoka by decision. Moving on. Next we have, see, my blankets are starting to scrub the other side off. We've got Zalga Zumagalov. 14-5, underdog at plus 185, taking on Manel Kape, whatever you want to call him. 16-6, he is the favorite at minus 220. Okay, Zalga Zumagalov. No, we're going to talk about Manel Kape first, because he is the favorite. Starboy, he's coming off a win against Odie Osborne, which, needless to say, he did miss weight. He came in at 129. That was 100. This is a 125-pound flyweight weight class. So Manel Kape, come on, dude, make your weight, be a professional. He came in last fight at 129, missed weight, but he did get a flying knee round one knockout of Odie Osborne. Fantastic, looked really good. He's fighting out of Portugal, out of someplace called the Versus team, but he is originally from Angola. He is got 1 inch height, 2 inch reach advantage. Okay, and Manel Kape, thing is he comes from he used to fight out of Rizin before he came to the UFC. Rizin's the Japanese promotion, which they allow you to wear wrestling sneakers in there, and he did, and he was Rizin. He was a champ over in Rizin, but a lot of cappers are saying it's not the same deal over here because he's got a foot sweat problem. I don't know. I've heard that from more than one person too. I guess he's got a problem with foot sweat, which causes him to lose grip, and you're not allowed to wear sneakers or wrestling shoes in the UFC. So that's I don't know if that plays into. I'm sure it plays somewhat, but yeah, Manel Kape, he does have a foot sweat problem. But let's talk about his opponent, Zalga Zumagalov. Sorry guys, there's a little plug light, but obviously the battery died. Hope it doesn't mess up. I know the lighting in the isolation room is crap, but okay. Zalga Zumagalov, he is 14-5. He's the pretty heavy underdog, plus 185. He's coming off a win against Jerome Rivera. He guillotine choked him round 1. Before that, he did suffer a couple losses. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He originally was out of, I love the name of his facility, Erkin Kush in Kazakhstan. That's where he was. Who else? You know who else is out there? Sergey Morozov, who is also fighting in February against Douglas Silver de Andrade. But that's the only person I knew from Erkin Kush. However, I did hear from other cappers that he's been at American Top Team for the past year. That's a big deal. American Top Team is known as one of the best facilities to train at for, globally. Everybody in the MMA game knows about American Top Team, no matter what country you're from. Okay, so we got Zalga Zumagalov. Also, he's 33. Well, Manel Kape is 28. I don't know if that really plays a difference, but I'll write it down there anyway. Some people don't like taking fighters in their 30s, but this is it could come into play because this is not heavyweight. This is flyweight, so age is a factor. But 33 and 28 is 5 years. I don't think it's that much of a factor. Come on, guys. Let's see what the cappers have to say about this flyweight showdown. Taking the favorite in Manel Kape. We've got, I'm standing a lot closer than I was yesterday because I noticed yesterday I was pretty far back. Like I said, I just record and upload. I don't got time to do edits. I don't got time to do all that fancy, stuff like that. I just do the show, upload it, set it, forget it, move on to the next, research for the next one. That's how I do. I'm raw, all right? Live stream raw, except these aren't live. I do live streams on Friday, which, I don't know, I'm still on the fence if I'm going to do that this Friday because I like to drink during my live stream. I really can't drink when I'm on COVID. I shouldn't drink when I'm on the COVID thing, the isolation. Okay, taking the favorite, Manel Kape. I just broke the hanger. Unbelievable. Taking the favorite, Manel Kape. We've got that new guy, MMA Asphalt. And he is taking Manel Kape. I don't know if it's Kape, whatever. I'm gonna say Kape. That's how it's phonetically spelt. He's taken Manel Kape by decision. Then we've got Leighton, UFC Gambling Addicts. Also taking Manel Kape. We've got Tiger Bomb Johnny, of course. He's saying Kape should get the decision. Okay. We've got James Lynch. Also taking him. How? Did he say? Oh, yep, decision. I'm seeing a trend here, guys. I'm seeing a trend. Because, you know, Zalga Zumagalov, ATT though, man, that's a big deal to me. I do like Erkin Kush, but, and finally, to finish it off, Bo Betters is also, and it's funny because he has clickbait saying Cap will submit this guy, which that will definitely not happen. But then if you listen to his show, he said Cap is more of a pass, if potentially a parlay piece, but he is not, definitely not submission. He put that just as clickbait to get people. Man, I understand your struggle. The struggle is real to try to get. He's a new handicapper. He's trying to get more views. I understand that. I get it. But anyway, this is a full capper consensus. And as you guys know, a full capper consensus warrants a little dance. Throw some lucky pearls at you. Good luck pearls for your gambling. And full capper consensus is when everybody picks the same side. And in this case, everybody's taking Manel Kape to beat Zalga Zumagalov. I might go against all the cappers because the two reasons. Zhalgas is at AT&T now, American Top Team, and he's been there for a year. Big plus money, plus 185. And Manel Kape's got that foot sweat problem. I don't know. I'm pulling for the strings here, but I don't know. Something tells me this might be a trap because Manel Kape minus 220. Everybody's on him. I'm gonna go against the grain here, man, reluctantly, but I'm gonna go with Zhalgas Zumagalov. I think he's gonna get the decision victory. Manel Kape can, man, no, I can't. I want to, but I really can't because I just can't. Because Cap was a rising champion, and regardless if he has shoes on or not, it shouldn't make that much of a. My pick on Tapology is gonna be Cap. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry to switch right there, flip. I make these on the fly, and I think he'll get it done by decision. Probably outstrike Zumagulov. Zhumagulov. I don't know how to say it, pronounce it correctly, but I'm gonna take Cap by decision to get the job done, and I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. However, I will. You know what? I'm gonna hedge my bet just because I got a weird feeling Zumagulov might be able to pull something off. So my Tapology pick is going to be Manel Cap by decision, but I'm going to hedge bet Zumagulov just a maybe quarter of a unit, just because I got something's. Maybe it's just because I'm sick. I don't know, but something's telling me that Zaco has a chance here. This thing has pissed me off. There you go. Rip that off. Okay. Now, finally, holy shit. Moving on. I'm gonna erase. Okay. Moving on. We've got. I'm gonna have to press pause so I can fill this crap in. Sorry, guys. Moving on. Next we have the light heavyweight showdown between Jimmy the Brute Crute and Jamal Sweet Dreams are made of these Hill. Okay, Jimmy the Brute Crute. Jimmy Crute is fighting out of he's the favorite at minus 180. He's got a record of 12-2. He's fighting out of Australia, out of some weird place. It's called Greco and Stewie's house. So I don't know if they really abide. It sounds like it's some place that doesn't really abide by any type of corona restraints. Like they probably, some places in Australia and over in that part of the world did close down because of coronavirus. They, like Tiger Muay Thai, I think, and City Kickboxing and stuff. I think that stuff, like, if it didn't close, they restricted their time there. But I think maybe Greco and Stewie's house. I know Greco is the coach. That's his last name. I forgot his first name. Might be like John or something. But it's his house, so you can't close down a house. I don't know. I'm pulling this stuff out of my imagination. But Tapology has Jimmy the Brute fighting out of Greco and Stewie's house. Now, Jimmy the Brute Crute is coming off a loss to Anthony Smith. Doctor stoppage round 1 because Anthony Smith managed to mess his leg up. But the thing was, it wasn't that bad. I remember watching that fight, and I had picked Anthony Smith, but Jimmy Crute showed toughness because he didn't show good fight IQ. He shouldn't have stayed standing. He should have took it to the ground. And after his leg got messed up, I think he did take down Anthony Smith a couple times, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. Just check out the fight yourself if you want. But Jimmy Crute, if I remember correctly, like he didn't show he could walk on it, but then when he started taking steps back, that's when it really, I don't know, he must have got one of that nerve, like kind of like Sugar Sean O'Malley nerve, like when Cheeto Vera hit that nerve. I don't know, something. It was like a leg kick that messed up Jimmy Crute's leg, and that's why Anthony Smith won that, thankfully, because I remember I picked him. But anyway, Jimmy Crute is 3-2 in his last 5. Okay. Jamal Hill, where's he fight out of? Who knows? Tapology doesn't, because they don't have any place listed. I didn't hear anything from any of the cappers, but I didn't listen to them all on this fight. Sometimes I just bounce through to the fights I'm trying to find and pull the cappers up that I'm using, like these guys, But needless to say, Jamal Hill does not have a listed training facility, but he is coming off. He is tough SOB because he's coming off a loss to Paul Craig by another injury, arm injury, right? And that's, why? Because Paul Craig dislocated his arm, and I remember Jamal Hill did not tap. He did not quit. What kind of toughness does that show when a guy dislocates his arm but still doesn't quit? And that's his only loss, 8-1. He's the underdog at plus 155 on a tough SOB Jamal Hill. Man, this is going to be a very good fight. This could be fight of the night. This could be a banger. This has potential to be fight of the night for sure. But let's see Jamal Hill. Here's the thing. Jamal Hill's got a 2-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage over Jimmy the Brute Crute. Sweet Dreams 3-1-1 in his last 5, and that one no contest, that's what the one is, because he's 8-1 and 1 no contest, right? The 1 no contest, he beat Plinson Abreu, but it was because of marijuana. It was, deemed a no contest, and the victory's taken away. So realistically, he should be 9-1, not 8-1 and 1 no contest. That's just, I think the marijuana thing's absurd. But here's another interesting fact. You know how Jamal Hill's last fight, he lost to Paul Craig with that arm injury where Paul Craig pretty much, he dislocated, he snapped it, he pulled it right out of socket, ripped his arm off. Jimmy Crute beat Paul Craig before. He submitted him in round 3 back in 2018. So if you want to play MMA math, Jimmy Crute has that going for him, which a lot of these cappers don't mention that, but I looked into his Tapology because I'm smart like that. Jimmy Crute beat Paul Craig. Paul Craig ripped off Jamal Hill's arm. And I like about MMA Asphalt, and before his breakdown, he showed a little interview thing of Jamal Hill saying, "I'm gonna dominate Paul Craig. There's no other way I'm gonna win besides pure domination. I'm gonna destroy this guy," or something like that. And then what happened? Arm ripped, dislocated. Anyway, let's get to these cappers, see what they have to say in this fight here. Starting with, I'm gonna start with Jamal Hill. Okay, the underdog at 8-1. Taking Jamal Hill, we've got James Lynch. Okay, James. Did he say how? He didn't, so I'll write his full name. James Lynch is taking Jamal Hill. Then, also taking the underdog, we have Bout Better. But Bout Better, I will say, he's on dog or pass here. He thinks it's kind of a even fight, which I'm on the same page. I think it is too, but so Bout Better is taking Jamal Hill because like a dog or pass spot. He's taking the dog here. If you think it's a coin flip fight, you might as well just go with the underdog, get some value out of it. Then we've got Johnny from Tiger Bomb, also taking the underdog here, and he says Jamal Hill should get the decision. Gravy on it. Don't put gravy on it. I'll eat it. Well, right now I can't eat. Whatever I eat, it doesn't matter because I can't taste shit. Can't smell. I can't taste. That's the worst part of COVID is not being able to enjoy your food. Sucks bad, man. I'm eating straight hot sauce. It still burns, but it's not like I can taste it. It's not flavorful. I'm exaggerating. I don't eat straight hot sauce, but I'm eating a ton of spicy food just so I can get a little glimmer of taste. It sucks. UFC gambling addicts. Leighton is also taking Jamal Hill. And look at this. Is it going to be a full capper consensus for the underdog? Absolutely not. It is not going to be because we've got the new guy, MMA Asphalt. This guy's, it's good. He's got good content, man. He's got some images. He's got what he says is good. He's taking Jimmy Crute by submission, just like how he beat Paul Craig. And you know what? I don't blame him one bit. I flip-flopped plenty of times on this. I was on the fence a few times on this. But I'm going the same route. I think Jimmy Crute will get it done. And I think he's going to get it done via submission. I mean, Paul Craig did it to him. And Jimmy Crute did it to Paul Craig. MMA math. But despite the MMA math, Jimmy Crute, I think he's got more experience. I don't know about stand-up, but I would say he's more well-rounded. He's got, the only thing he doesn't have is a 5-inch reach advantage. He's got the disadvantage in reach and height, but they both have shown toughness. I think Jimmy Crute is going to use wrestling and grappling. Grappling is going to win the game. He's got to stop. He can't stand up with the guy. He's got to take it to the ground and submit Jamal Hill. That's why I'm going to take him by submission. He's the favorite for a reason. Despite everybody taking the plus money, which it's very inviting to take plus money, but I'm playing with my brain. And I'm on the side with MMA Asphalt. I'm going to take Jimmy Crute by submission. That should make that a plus money too if I prop it out. But there you have it. So to recap, time check. To recap, I've got Luis Smolka. I didn't write it down. I had Luis Smoka beating Vince Morales with the majority of the cappers. I think he's going to win a decision victory over Vince Morales. That is the curtain jerker. So that's going to be the first fight of the night. And then I have Zhalgas. No, I don't. I have Manel Kape because he was a rising, but man, something in my something tells me take the underdog here. So I'm gonna hedge bet Zalga Zumagalov. I know some people in the comments might say, well, who are you taking? Who are you taking? Well, I'm telling you I'm taking Manel Kape on Tapology when no money comes into play. But my money, my half unit, a unit to me is $20, so half unit's 10. I'm gonna hedge bet Zhalgas for $10. That'll give me a $18.50 return on my $10 bet. Just because Zhalgas, something's telling me take him. I don't know. Manel Kape this could be the trap. I don't know. I am sick, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I'm going against the capper. Well, yuck. That's why I might have to do a Friday stream just to clear everybody's, clear my picks. And finally, I'm taking against the majority of the cappers. I'm siding with MMA Asphalt, and I'm going to take Jimmy the Brute Crute to get a submission over Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill will not tap for nothing, but he might pass out, snap or tap, or what's the other one? Oh, snap, nap, or tap. Those are your three options, Jamal Hill. He can snap something like an arm. You can take a nap by getting choked out, or you can tap. Snap, nap, or tap. Victory for Jimmy the Brute Crute. And that's why there you have it. So gather the info. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I really appreciate you dealing with me through my little isolation videos here. I appreciate you sticking through this with me. Give me some likes because I keep putting these out even though I should be just bedridden watching Netflix. I've been watching so much Netflix lately. Yeah, go ahead and fill the comments with who you think's going to win these three fights and the other fights that I already covered. I'm already prepping for a show I'm doing tomorrow. Where's my research paper? Oh yeah. I'm already prepping for tomorrow's show, which will be Alfonso Menefield versus William Knight. This will be the third time I broke that fight down. Brendan Allen, Chris Curtis. Boy, that's the widest line on the card, but it's a lot closer than it appears. Remember, Chris Curtis just beat Phil Hawes, and that was a wide line, so I don't know. And then Claudio Puelles, Chris Grutzmacher. Very, very close fight on the fence. So anyway, thanks for dealing with me. Tune in tomorrow when I cover those fights, and good luck on your bets. I'll see you next time.